Coming up on Look Today, well, Mayor Robert Blades of Lake George filed a motion to officially ban the annual Log Bay Day event. I've got details. And the DEC continues to battle against invasive species. More on that coming up. Plus, Potter in the Park encourages kids to read aloud in the park. I've got those details, and it's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Tonight's program, I sit down with Jerry Carlson. He's the Chief of Forest Health for the Department of Environmental Conservation of New York. He's here to talk about the issue of invasive species in our area. I also sit down with Alexander Lombard. He's the President and CEO of the Lake George Music Festival, and we're joined by Barbara Kolarova. She's the artistic director of the festival. They're here to talk about the exciting 10-day-long concert series that's running now in Lake George. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, Mayor Bob Blades of Lake George has submitted a resolution to the Village Board of Trustees, calling upon them to put an end to Log Bay Day. Voices were raised against the annual event after the boating tragedy that killed 8-year-old Charlotte McHugh. However, this was just a tipping point. Other negative side effects from the annual event are pollution and extra expenditures on law enforcement. Now, many, including Mayor Blades, are questioning what the real merits of this event are. Now, as we always do, we like to open a dialogue if there's someone who supports this event. If you do, we encourage you to speak up. You can contact us at 798-8000, and the extension would be 214. And we're going to keep you updated in this story, especially tomorrow, because we're speaking to Mayor Blades. In other news, the State Department of Environmental Conservation is looking to push for a preventative program for invasive species. The Adirondack Park Aquatic Invasive Species Spread Prevention Program, try saying that 3 times, needs an administrator to spearhead the operation. Now, the program would deliver the invasive species protection services within the park, the Adirondack Park, that is. The program will tackle the spread of the Eurasian water milfoil plant and zebra mussels through decontamination stations. Now, recently, there's been an exponential growth of the emerald ash border, especially in the city of Glens Falls and Saratoga Springs. Well, we spoke to Jerry Carlson, Chief of Forest Health for the DEC.
It's very important that we detect these things as early as possible, because then it's less of a problem to try to treat them or deal with them. So if more of the general public are aware of decline in the trees or the health status of the trees in their neighborhood, then when they see a decline in the tree, they can take a picture of it or send us or give us a call and let us know that there's a particular area here. There has been people that have called us from Saratoga before, and we've come in and looked at their maples and other trees, and there's a very good support group here for street trees of Saratoga.
Yeah. All right, switching from news to weather. Well, today saw a mix. Some clouds, a lot of sunshine. The weather did seem to ease up a bit. So let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Well, here's a fun story. Potter in the Park took place at City Park in Glens Falls. Now, hosted by the Crandall Public Library, the event was a Harry Potter marathon read-aloud, where kids and volunteers took turns to read the entire Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Well, we spoke to Frida Todt. Tell me that name doesn't sound like a character in the book, about the event.
It brings the community together. It's something that everybody can agree on. I can't imagine a book that brings people together as much as Harry Potter. And the series also ages. So it's one of the wonderful things. A child of 8 can enjoy the Harry Potter story, and an adult can enjoy it as well.
The series is truly timeless. In other news, well, in the world of high school sports, guess what? Football season is upon us, and schools in the region are getting ready for it. And this year, Queensbury High School football team has a number of seniors and promising young talent. Queensbury's first game is September 2nd, where they'll take on Averill Park. Now, we spoke to John Irion. He's the head coach of the Queensbury Spartans.
Quarterback's back, Kevin Collins. Hopefully he's going to be able to do some good things for us. We got some big linemen, Mike Delabella center. I'd have to mention them all because everybody's doing a good job.
Now, by the way, play-by-play, which is our high school football program, starts up right after Labor Day, and I'm pretty sure that's our first game. Up next, I sit down with Jerry Carlson. He's the chief of forest health for the Department of Environmental Conservation of New York, and he's here to talk about the issue of invasive species in our area. Plus, I also sit down with Alexander Lombard. He's the president and CEO of the Lake George Music Festival, and we're joined by Barbara Kolarova. She's the artistic director of the festival. They're here to talk about the exciting 10-day-long concert series, which is running right now in Lake George. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Hey, we're running a little tight on time tonight, so I've only got two quick lookouts. First one goes to Jesselyn, our very own Jesselyn. We found out today that Jesselyn is a runner. Now, they say that running, of course, helps you reduce stress from the day. So I didn't know, Jesselyn. Is it tense working around here? The other one goes to Pascal, a viewer who checks in every once in a while. He's very funny. He picks up on all little subtleties, like when I told the woman her dress reminded me of a migraine headache. And he constantly checks in, and I appreciate that. All right, tonight on Look TV, it's a Saratoga City Council meeting. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.